Hello, welcome to our Q&A and our Christmas CD drawing. So we'll do that first. First we will do the drawing for the let's see, this CD right here, my sister's one. All right, let me mix them up. And Papa O's gonna draw.
I don't
no,
trust
you can't
you.
see.
I don't trust you.
You don't trust me what? You're gonna draw.
Oh, okay, then you're the one
don't trust me.
You're the one that can look.
Okay, go ahead. Oop.
Well, where are you moving it?
Okay, pick something
Well,
out.
let the people see.
No, they can't see. Not till you pull a name out.
God, I can't get a hold of one. Okay, I got one.
Got one?
Do I read it?
Yes.
Or do you want to show it? Kathy Garbel.
Kathy Garbel. Let's see if we can see that. Okay, Kathy, now I'm gonna wait for us to focus. Send your email, send me your address.
Email address.
My email is roseanneorgil@yahoo.com. And send me your address and I will send you a CD plus one of my Christmas cards. Let's see, let's show the Christmas cards. Oh. I'll send you this. Okay. And congratulations. And now we'll do the drawing for the Christmas CD, my Christmas songs for this one. Okay, we had different names. Okay, let me put Kathy's name there.
Is it a different drawing?
Mm-hmm, different drawing. Now here's the
names.
names.
You took hers out, so she
yeah, I
doesn't get
took
it
hers
twice.
out. Okay, yeah, I took hers out. Okay, this is for the Christmas CD. Okay, draw a name.
Oh, give it to me. Oh.
Draw a name.
I'm trying to get it. Oh, I got two. Okay, I dropped one. Sorry if I dropped yours, okay?
Okay, let's see. Well, they won't know.
I know. Bobby Fox.
Hey, Bobby Fox.
Yeah,
Want it
it
focused? Did it?
Yeah, but oh, there it's focused again.
There we go. Okay, Bobby Fox, you won the Christmas CD and a Christmas card. Okay. And then, congratulations.
So, but you only, to get the Christmas card, oh, you can email them back with the picture, or how are you going to do it?
Yeah, just email me your address and I'll mail you the CD.
You could actually email them a copy of the Christmas card, too.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to send them a physical copy of a CD. I mean, a CD and a Christmas card. Okay, next week is Christmas on Wednesday.
6 days from now.
6 days, 5 days from now. And
on the first day of Christmas.
Oh, wow, he's going to start singing. Today, I'll show the video of it. Me and Papa O going out and giving a gift bag to a guy that sits out on the corner up by Walmart, and
in the coldest of weather.
He's just always out there. He's out there for like 4, 5, 6 hours today.
In the cold weather.
Just little fellers. Yeah, it's
and
cold.
And it's about mostly in high 30s to middle 30s.
Mm-hmm. Earlier today. And here at all $1. I want to make those maybe 3 or 4 of those blessing bags that we talked about in our other Q&A and give them out today. That rhymes. So I'm gonna get a supply of those and get Papa O and let's pass those out. There's a few people in our neighborhood that always sitting out on the corner. So I like the idea of blessing bags. So let's go do that. I get some gloves and then some hats. Toothbrush and deodorant. I made up 3 bags. I just put in that with some candy, gloves, socks, a hat, and put the candy in that little sock, some deodorant. This goes with the crackers, chicken, toothpaste, toothbrushes, and some Cracker Jacks. Okay, let's go deliver those. Oh, and I'll put $5 in. Okay, let's go deliver those blessing bags, we're going to call them. Oh, there's our gingerbread house we made. The guy we were going to give the bag to is gone. And it's funny, it seems like they're everywhere. These people that have a sign up that says need help. And now we can't find anybody because we have the gift, the blessing bags. We can't find anybody. Oh well. Okay, the guy was back. I guess he was on a potty break, but we see him here all the time. We don't know his story. We don't know what's going on, but Papa's going to give him some money and the blessing bag. All right, there he is. Let's go up and say hi to him. He was very appreciative.
Yep.
Really nice guy, huh? Yeah, we don't know his story, but he's there every day, even in the cold. I don't know how he does it.
Well, this makes up for the lady in Paris.
The lady in Paris, yeah, you've made up for it. In a way, yeah. No regrets. Had to pick something back up at the store, and that guy is still sitting out there. It's been 4 hours. The temperature is 45, but still, boy. Poor little fellers. There's the little fellers over there, and he has the gloves on we gave him. Isn't that cute? Looks like he's asleep. Please help. Oh dear. And he has the hat on too. That is just so sweet. Little fellers. Now back to the present. And I've got a couple more gift bags in the car so that if, because you always see people out on the corner at stoplights.
There's a few regulars.
Yeah, a few regulars. There's a couple of other ones that I'm waiting for them to come out. They weren't out today, so we could give the gift bag. But it was a lot of fun. And Papa, he says, that kind of makes up for when he didn't help somebody years ago when he lived in Europe. The story I wanted to tell real quick was about my dad. It's called The Christmas Our Parents Wept. It was just a story that I remember hearing my dad talk about. My grandpa, Alma Bueller, and I'll put some pictures up here of what he looked like and stuff, but my grandpa had hurt his wrist digging a well, and so that he was took to the hospital. He broke his wrist. He was down in the well, and some people up top were knocking some rocks down in and broke his wrist. Went to the hospital. On the way back, he got somebody hit him in the corner and knocked his car over, and he was able to hold the car up with his legs while he was, he said it seemed like for everybody. He said it was probably only a few minutes till people were there to get the car off him. Anyway, he broke it off him, his mom, his wife, and somebody else that was driving him back. It must have been a convertible. I don't know. Anyway, and so he broke his ribs and he wasn't able to.
Wait a minute, so the car turned over?
Yeah, it turned over on top of him.
Oh, so he was outside the car?
And with he was underneath it. They were all underneath.
His own car?
Whoever he was riding with, whoever picked him up at the hospital.
Drove over him.
They got in a car wreck and the car tipped over on top of them. And he was holding the car up with his legs. So
that sounds like they were outside the car.
Yeah, like it was a convertible or something. Anyway, I don't know. And he couldn't work his 160-acre farm. And the guy came to so they couldn't make payments on it, and the guy came to collect money on it, and my grandpa was able to collect $1,000. And today that'd be like $10,000, I guess.
Easily.
And the guy said, it's not enough money. Sorry. And the guy took the money and took the home. And there were 7 children. My dad, I think my dad was 8 or 9, 10 years old at the time, and kicked him out of the house. And they said, well, where are we going to go? You can't just kick us out. I think it was in November, couple months before Christmas. And it gets really cold. Back then it got way cold in Highland. And because there were just a few houses, and they said, there's an abandoned chicken coop over there. There's no chickens in there. And so there was just an old dirt floor, and there were windows, but no glass in them or anything. And he says, you can go there. And so my grandpa knew there would be no Christmas that year, because he said, we got to get windows put in, glass windows put in, and we got to get a floor put on. It was just dirt.
So when you say it was a chicken coop, it was a chicken house kind of.
Yeah, I'll post pictures of it so you guys can see what it looked like.
Because I can see it in my mind, because you showed it to me once.
I have to show you the chicken coop part. And then they added on to it. They added a kitchen and a living room and a couple, I think a bedroom.
See, when farmers say chickens, they mean hundreds of chickens. Because Roseanne looked after chickens. And
200 of them.
200. So I'm saying it's not like it's one little chicken in the back of your house.
And so they moved there, and then my dad and a couple of his brothers heard there was a fireman party going on, so they went to the party, and my dad's brother Reuben said, "Hey, you better get all the candy you can, because this is all we're getting." And a fireman overheard that. He overheard it, and so anyway, Christmas Eve, my dad says he remembers his dad looking out the window and telling the kids, "Well, you better get to bed. It looks like Santa's not coming tonight." And they could see a little tear in my grandpa, and so that they just thought it was just wouldn't be able to give anything to their kids, and so they were just about ready to go to bed. And it was a really bad snowstorm, really bad, and since there weren't very many homes in Highland at that time, the snowbanks, they just go right up over your car. They just bury you. You can't even take the road. Even when I was a kid, I remember the snowplows would even get stuck. But anyway, so they wonder who's at the door in the middle of this snowstorm.
I'm awake.
Okay. And they open it up, and there's one of the firemen. But anyway, he was dressed in a Santa suit, and he had a bag, and he throws that bag in there, and they say, "Whoa, what's going on?" And he said, he goes, and then he pointed to Reuben. He said, oh, after he got warmed up, and he said, "Reuben, it's because of that boy that I came over. I overheard him say that's all they'd get." And so he collected some dollies and stuff, and the kids were just so excited. And my dad, all they had were dolls the guy had collected, but my dad didn't care. He grabbed that dolly and he just hugged it, because that's all he got. And he was pretty excited. He called the doll Irving, and that's the name of the guy, Irving, that brought the dolls to him. And then he said, then he told Alma, my grandpa had 4 Clydesdale horses. I'll see if I can find a picture of them, and he had them all named. And he said, my car got stuck about a mile and a half away from here, and I walked the rest of it. I've been trying to get here all day. And so he walked a mile and a half in snow up to his waist, and he was able to get to them and get the toys to the kids, and some oranges. They said there were some oranges in there, and some candies and stuff. And so Alma, my grandpa, went and got his Clydesdale horses and was able to pull the car out, and they were gone a couple of hours, and he was able to get Irving home. And then they were worried about Grandpa out there, about their dad out there, and he finally came back, and then everybody finally went to sleep and stuff. And so that was the year our parents wept, they called it. And so that was, I remember our dad telling us that story. And our dad always made Christmas fun for us, I think, because he knew what it's like to not have anything. And I don't really remember the presents, but I remember the fun we had, listening for the bells and the lights going out. And my dad, Santa would turn the lights out, and we carried that tradition on in our family, where Santa would turn the lights out. And so that was just really fun. And comment below what your Christmas traditions are, and what you do, and what's exciting for you. For me, it's listening for the bells. That's it. It's not the presents. I mean, presents are fun. It's nice to get presents, but do you have any?
Well, should we tell them about our kids and the bells? How we helped Santa a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead and tell what you're thinking.
Santa doesn't he? He has lots of helpers, and sometimes the parents help. And so we strung some bells from here to a tree outside, a long string, and they were good-sized bells, I think. How big, were they big ones? Or
yeah, I'll have to.
Maybe 1.5 to 2-inch bells. They were really big ones. And so sometimes Santa, he was so high up in the sky you couldn't hear his bells, so we would just help him, and we'd send one of the kids out just to the window just to pull a string, some of the older kids. And when the kids heard that, they went crazy.
They would squeal and just come running in. We heard the bells, we heard the bells. And I said, if you heard the bells, you got to get to bed. And we'd have them all go in one bedroom because it'd be easier for Santa to come. And he'd come in, and we couldn't see him because all the lights were out. And oranges, he'd throw some oranges at us and throw some candy. And then he was quick, he was
couldn't
fast.
Find his way into the bedroom, or he went into the bathroom by mistake.
Went into the bathroom by the mistake. And it's funny. I don't know if Davey would appreciate us telling this, but Davey was probably 7 or 6 years old, and right when we could hear the bells and Santa was
giving out the oranges,
getting ready to turn the lights out. We could hear him getting ready to come in, and we knew the lights were going to go out. All of a sudden, Davey decides that he has to go potty. This is before we added on upstairs. We still just had the downstairs level. And I think, you've got to go potty. And all of a sudden the lights went out. And I said, oh no. And right when the lights go out, you can't see. It takes a while for your eyes to adjust. And so I'm feeling around for the toilet seat. And I said, okay, Davey, can you see anything yet? And I'm getting the toilet seat up. And all of a sudden he just starts peeing. And it gets on my hands. And I go, oh, Davey, oh, because I'm opening the seat. And he's just
wetting.
Yeah, peeing all over the place, and we could hear Santa, and Santa goes running past the bathroom, and Davies just could hardly stand it, and he's just squealing, and he goes rushing past Santa to get in, and I'm trying to wash my hands off, and it was funny, and we finally get in there, and Santa goes, oh, there you are.
That's 35 or 40
years
at
least ago. If Davey was. He was just little fellas, maybe even 5 years old. But he was just little. It was just that he remembers that, but I don't know if he'd appreciate that. I'm going to go get the bells and show you. Wait. Okay, this is what we had for the kids growing up. Just this little thing, and they would hear these and just come a running. And then later on, I wanted to get some big bells like my dad had. That he'd got from his dad that we listened to when I was a kid. And so I ordered these from Switzerland. Oh, those are loud.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Way loud.
Just show them up close.
Yeah. And so those are the bells that we have now. But this is what we had when the kids were little. But the bells.
Where'd you buy them, online or?
Yeah, online. It's just pleasant memories. But comment below what you guys like, and we'll go ahead and close.
But we're Christians, so we have lots of reminders of Jesus in the house. That he's the center of Christmas.
Yeah, we didn't forget
and
it.
It's his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus is the reason for the season, and the feeling that you get when Christmas comes around, something will spark a special feeling you had when you were a kid. Even if you didn't even get much. I don't know, it's not the presents, it's the feeling that's around.
But since I didn't have any Christmases I can remember, it still sparks a feeling in your life right now that you feel more kindness and love towards people.
I don't know what it is. It's just that spirit, that special feeling, and even at the worst of times, there's still that feeling. You know, it's a special time when Jesus Christ was born, and that he's here so that we can live again after, that we have eternal life and that we get to live forever
with our families.
And I will go ahead and close with a couple Christmas quotes.
We are better throughout the year for having, in spirit, become a child again at Christmas time. And the second
become a child again.
And my second one's I like even better. Christmas waves a magic wand over the world, and behold, everything is softer and more beautiful.
Well, that's true. Everything is softer and more beautiful. And remember the reason for the season, and
another delay. But
Whoa.
you keep bouncing like I'm a bouncy castle.
That scared me.
Yeah.
Is that the ghost of Christmas? Jeez. Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.
And remember to...
And remember to
is
look
it,
for the rose.
Here or here? Which way?
I don't know. To subscribe.
Yeah.
We're backwards, so I don't know. But remember to look for the rose amongst the thorns, and no matter how bad things look, there's always somebody worse off than you, and no matter how good things look, make sure that you give God gratitude for that and thank Him, because let Him know you appreciate it, because if you ever had somebody not say thank you, it's awful. And so just say, Heavenly Father, thank you for that.
You know,
I really appreciate it.
You know, one story that's told is about Job, how he lost his family, his animals, where he lived, and he still thanked Father in heaven for all his blessings.
Yeah. And
they came back to him in the end, I think.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful time of the year, and it's a wonderful time to appreciate what you have and appreciate others around you, and look for somebody that needs help, and you will feel the Spirit, and hopefully you've felt the Spirit. And it's and if there is a loss in your family, I'm sorry to hear that, and just remember that God hasn't forgotten you. He knows, and He's hugging you, giving you a spiritual hug, and let Him do that. Allow Him to give you a hug. And I was going to say in the name of Jesus Christ, amen. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and good night.
Wait,
another one
more thing.
Okay.
You know, you think if you can say what you're thankful for in one breath, then you haven't said everything you should be saying. I think the more you look around you and look at details on people. I read a saying that was at the local high school. It said, everybody you see is having a hard time in their life, so be nice to them.
Yeah, be nice. Everybody's got something going on.
If you judge a person by his wealth, you're thinking,
cover.
I wish I was him, I wish I was him. And then you start hearing some of their losing their loved ones, their children hate them because of not getting enough money. We have a lot to be thankful for. If you're breathing and your medication's working, still be thankful.
You have your own party over there. All right.
What's wrong with that? Medication's working.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, Merry Christmas, and we'll see you guys next time. And congratulations on the CD winners, and good night.
Good night.